This is News on Friday.
This week, Kenya is mourning the death of her third president, Mwai Kibaki. Trained as an economist, Kibaki ushered in a revolution when he first came to power in 2002 at the head of a grand coalition of opposition parties. Kibaki made moves to liberalize the economy, spurring rapid economic growth in his first term in power. A new sense of pride and belonging consumed the nation, and industrious Kenyans launched businesses across the country as improved infrastructure opened up new markets. On the program this week, we remember the late Emilio and some of the insights he had for the young people during his time as president. Also coming up on the broadcast, how the youth are using sports to promote peace in Turkana and Kakuma. See her organic produce born from friendship, the story of an online retail store that offers affordable and healthy organic food. And later on, Wesley from CoELIB Developers will be telling us why there are less women in tech. Live with the latest from around the ground this week, News on Friday starts right now. I'm Calebkoyo and we are live from the CoELIB Center at Egerton University. And remember, this episode of News on Friday is brought to you by CoELIB Cafe. You can log on to cafe.coelib.org to order anything that you want to drink today. CoELIB Cafe, feeding the youth. In Kakuma, people of over 15 nationalities live together. More than 60% of these are the youth. The Sport for Development approach recognizes young people as key stakeholders in promoting peace and resolving conflicts. Sports enable people from different communities to collaborate towards common goals, fostering social cohesion, while supporting the physical and psychological well-being of young people.
The importance of sport and sport for development in our community. It promotes peace and unity. It keeps us fit and healthy, and it creates awareness to things that are affecting us in our community. When school was closed, children were playing every day to keep them fit, healthy, and to overcome stress.
We have like 200 learners per class, and you'll find that because of this large number, there are a lot of or several challenges that we face. Sports for Development has improved learners' performance academically. It has also promoted their communication skills or improved their communication skills as well. It has improved their mindset in terms of creativity and promoted their social life in terms of relation. Game is over. Sports for Development has provided means for practical learning. It has also provided an opportunity for learners to share their experiences and their feedbacks, and it has improved my basic coaching skills.
The first benefit is it promotes community's understanding here in the camp, and that community understanding creates integration and cohesion here in the camp. Sport for Development also provide a platform for young people to develop their talents and also take further steps in their career development, coexisting here in the camp among communities.
President Uhuru Kenyatta has put emphasis on skill development for learners through technical and vocational education training (TVET). The government has invested in the construction of more TVET countrywide, bringing the total number to 192 TVETs, up from 52 in 2013. We managed to secure testimonials from some TVET tutors and students across the nation, courtesy of State House Nairobi. A perfect reason for you to consider joining a TVET institution or recommending one to your friends and family.
Technical institutions are not for failures. Technical institutions should be for the people who have actually passed and are passionate in doing things that are practically oriented.
Most of the young people watapata opportunity ya kujoin na wasome to get the skills that will help them to nurture their life hapo mbele, the future.
Kwa hii taasisi pesa sitoi kwa mfuko. Tena ninasema asante kwa serikali kwa sababu anatupea help loan na tunatumia hiyo loan.
Hizi kazi za technical ziko very important. Juu kama mimi nimesomea hata ususi, hata nikikosa construction naweza jitegemea kimaisha kwa sababu niko na kazi yangu kwa akili.
We are drifting from the grammar kind of exam oriented but on the practical. Now when somebody is equipped with the practical skills, this person is capable of enhancing self-employment.
Mambo ya technical imesukuma watu wengi sana, mambo imepeleka watu mbali, na si hapa Kenya peke yake. Mtu anaweza kuwa amesomea mambo ya technical hapa na ameenda nje, ameenda kufanya kule.
Wazazi wangu wengine walikuwa nadhani si au wasiona hawezi chochote, lakini vile ni tangu nikuje hapa naweza vitu zote. Hata nikiwa pale nikiwa kule nyumbani niko na mashini yangu, najifanyia kazi yangu peke yangu.
Tunashukuru sana kwa Mheshimiwa Rais, tunampenda sana kama Wakenya na wanafunzi kwa ujumla. Tunasema ni asante sana na Mungu azidi kumbariki, tuendelee kupata faida za mfumo huu.
Back to Nakuru City now, where the Directorate of Fisheries has distributed more than 63,000 mono-sex catfish, mudfish and tilapia fingerlings to enable stocking of different ponds and dams in Kuresoi South, Kuresoi North, Molo, Njoro and Rongai sub-counties. The County Director of Fisheries, Mr. Raymond Mwangata, encouraged the farmers to practice proper fish farming to enhance productivities of the fish in the ponds and dams. Mr. Mwangata added that the program will not only empower the farmers financially, but also help them in, of course, promoting nutrition and food security in the country. WhatsApp Business is free to download and was built with the small business owner in mind. The app makes it very easy to personally connect with the customers, highlighting your products and services, and also answers their questions throughout their shopping experience. WhatsApp is very, very dominant in Africa, of course, as for the Quartz Africa report in 2018. And this has not changed till now. The question, however, is how are the young people taking advantage of this app to push their businesses? Eunice Orie tells us more.
Youths monetizing on smartphones. Recent decades have seen a fast growth in the development and adoption of new technology, which includes the use of smartphones to run businesses which impact on socio-economic aspects of the country. Through the gaps that Kenya tries to persist in terms of adoption of the technology, the youths have adopted online business to make a living, and unlike before, when one needed a website which is a bit expensive to maintain. Approximately 5 million businesses are using WhatsApp Business app, which is a more affordable way with 24/7 customer accessibility, offers convenient features such as quick replies and catalogs for their products. The existence of WhatsApp Business has made it easy for business owners to work from home, school and offices and still earn their money. The question is, will we still be able to cash in by just using WhatsApp Business app just like YouTube does with its views? Reporting for CoELIB TV, I'm Eunice Orie.
And that report by Eunice Orie takes us to our first breather here on News on Friday. Still to come, inter alia, more female aspirants gearing up for the 9 August polls. Rosanna Gishia will be giving us that special report later on. And also, celebration of life, the late President Mwai Kibaki's memorable advices to the youth. Stay tuned.
This is News on Friday.
Welcome back. This is News on Friday, live from the CoELIB TV studios at Egerton University, Kenya. I'm Calebkoyo, and this broadcast has been brought to you by CoELIB Cafe. You can log on to cafe.coelib.org to make your orders, of course, from wherever you are. And if you're around Egerton or Nakuru, Kenya, you can visit us at the CoELIB Center inside Egerton University Njoro campus. The broadcast continues. At least 23 women leaders are eyeing coveted governor post in the 2022 elections, raising possibility that more counties could have women leaders compared to only 3 that have been at the helm since the implementation of the new constitution, or rather the devolved government in 2013. The August 9 polls have also attracted more female aspirants. What does these developments mean to a nation that has only had 1 female presidential aspirant? As Roxana Gishia now reports, this is the kind of political empowerment Kenya needs.
Is Kenya ready for young women leaders? Well, these coming elections, a lot of young women have put themselves forward to vie for different seats and are doing impressively well. An example is Toto, a 24-year-old young woman who shook all the politicians in UDA primaries nomination for a women rep in Bomet County. For so many years, the political world has been a male-dominated space, and our society has not embraced 100% women leaders, but that is soon to change. For women across the world, politics can be a hostile and a violent place, and women who stand for office can expect casual sexism and discrimination ranging from their appearance to being propositioned by their male colleagues. In some instances, this psychological violence escalates to physical violence. It is also very hard for a young woman to maneuver their way around politics with no support from other female colleagues who have been in politics for quite some time, since they feel threatened by the young women leaders. It is time we change this narrative and hope that those vying for presidency will consider choosing women as their running mates. The majority of voters are women and youth, and it should be a culture that any young and upcoming leader should be supported, because this is the future that we are building, and we should bring the future now. The future is us, the future is the youth. Reporting for CoELIB TV, I am Roxana Gishia.
Culture, few roles, sexism are just some of the reasons many girls are opting to stay away from tech. According to the recently concluded Connected Kenya Summit, it is very important for women to embrace tech. Here are some of the highlights from this summit.
A third of global workforces in the tech field will be women. I think that deserves a round of applause.
Why is it that women and girls are still so seriously underrepresented in the tech world? We are all well aware that access to information translates into power.
The challenge to one simple thing, it is called the digital divide, what is now being seen as a gender digital divide. That challenge encompasses all now what we are hearing and what we are saying. We are creating a world where women are not benefiting from technology.
So I just encourage all the women out here, do reach out to a young girl out there, show yourselves, join panels, and I'm sure they'll be glad to see you there.
For organizations, it's important to create sort of let's say first, just a learning culture within the organization.
The best things I like about digital transformation is the fact that it pushes a lot of courage and curiosity. And we need to embrace and be willing and courageous to be able to reskilling ourselves so that we're able to get on board and actually go on this journey.
We need to start developing the confidence of women in tech early, because it's not that women don't have the skills. It's just that we tend not to be as confident. As women need to be the ones who take the first step and turn things around.
And of course, to help us understand why girls and women are underrepresented in tech, we are now joined via phone by CoELIB Developers Lead Tech, Mr. Wesley Kijedi. Mr. Wesley Kijedi, why are we still talking about this despite knowing or clearly understanding the benefits that are actually at stake?
Okay, the ladies, I don't know why they haven't joined the space yet, but there are very many opportunities out there for the ladies. Many companies, many organizations are advocating also, are coming up with initiatives that give a girl child an opportunity to join this tech world. But it's up to the ladies to come up, to come out to join these initiatives and be part of this conversation.
So it's upon the ladies to be proactive and
Yes,
to really
true,
have the interest to really get into
Yeah,
tech.
yes.
Of course, a third of global workforce will be women. This is according to Connected Kenya Summit that just happened the other day. How should the girls be ready for this shift, and what kind of help do you think the girls need?
Okay, first I think the curriculum of Kenya, I think should incorporate the tech into the curriculum, the core curriculum. That is, we should, the same way we are doing mathematics, English, also we should incorporate tech into our curriculum.
Okay.
And also other organizations, like-minded organizations that can help the youth, the ladies come up to this space. That can also be appreciated.
That can also be good.
Yes.
So we need like the CBC to incorporate a lot
True.
of tech
It's
angles
true.
to
Yeah.
it, so that
Yeah.
it can also help. Finally, before I let you go, as the tech lead, CoELIB developers, how can you and your team help, of course, drive this shift in narrative?
Okay, we are already doing this in CoELIB developers. We have a segment for the ladies, what we call it women in tech.
Okay.
This is an initiative by CoELIB developers to ensure that the ladies are doing tech. So the ladies come together, collaborate, come up with ideas together, co-create, and they solve solutions while in that division.
Space, oh?
Yes.
So the first thing is the girls should be proactive.
True.
The second thing, the CBC, the curriculum should also incorporate a lot of tech and all that.
Yes.
And then as CoELIB developers, you people have, of course, STEM that also tries to focus on the women and the ladies who are interested in tech, so that they come together and create and make solutions. To
Very
different
true.
problems.
Very true. Yes.
And of course, Mr. Wesley Kijedi from CoELIB Developers, thank you for your time. And if there is any young person who wants to understand a few things about tech, of course, how you can build websites, applications, and all that, you can log on to developers.coelib.org. You will find Mr. Wesley and his team right there waiting to serve you or answer your questions or help you or guide you through, of course, the tech world and everything that you really want to find out more about. After 1 week of mourning, Kenyan's third president, Stanley Emilio Mwai Kibaki, will be buried on the 30th of April at his Othaya home. His political career spanned decades, including serving as a vice president to Daniel Moi, the man he replaced as the president of the East African Community in 2002. Kibaki, an economist and passionate golf player, left behind a complicated legacy when he stepped down after his second presidential term ended in 2013. He not only oversaw a new constitution that brought hope for change, he also led Kenya during a period of post-election violence, and of course led the nation to very, very huge economic developments in the nation. Even as the gentleman of politics is laid to rest, the question is, how exactly will the Kenyan youth remember him? We remember that on the 23rd of November 2010, the late president issued direction to the youth, urging them to guard against activities that could ruin their education, such as drug and substance abuse, HIV/AIDS, and early pregnancies. To succeed in countering the threats, the head of state encouraged the young people to embrace discipline, good morals, and healthy relationships. The late President Kibaki emphasized that a solid foundation for education will enable the youth to fully utilize their intellectual and creative abilities, while at the same time being able to compete favorably and professionally for businesses opportunities, both locally and internationally. Kibaki also on very many occasions rooted for youth empowerment. In 2019, September 15th, speaking at State House, the president pointed out that in order to realize the envisioned development goals under the Vision 2030, the youth must be fully involved in both planning and execution of the country's development agenda. He emphasized that in order to enhance and, of course, bring cohesiveness among Kenyans, the youth must continually be empowered with skills, knowledge, and positive attitudes, of course, that are actually required for nation building. To ensure that all this works, his government came up with programs like free education and free tuition secondary education to give youth knowledge and skills. There is really so much more to say about the late President Mwai Kibaki, and we hope that the next president of the republic learns a few things from his life and leadership. And we, the young people, must continue with the spirit of empowerment, hard work, and we must always remember to fast encourage and praise before anything. Rest in peace, Mr. President. Kazi endelee. Siha Organic Groceries is an online store that offers affordable and healthy organic food at the consumer's convenience. What inspired the launch of this venture and how did they survive the initial days in the market? We spoke to Paul Rugendo, the co-founder, who also happens to be an alumni of Egerton University. Take a look.
Siha Organic Grocery Stores. The physical location is in Nakuru, which is where we are right now. And our farm, one of our farm is in Nyeri. That's where we have practiced farming. And what we have started on is tomatoes and onions. We also have another farm in Nakuru that we are currently finalizing in terms of preparations for starting to farm. Basically, how we are managing is we have a farm manager. We have a farm manager in Nyeri, who we normally talk on a day-to-day basis in terms of what is happening in the farm. And also it's a two-way communication. So we get to know in terms of how long the products will take to reach to our store. So that's basically how we're managing.
You got registered in 2020. Of course, I know there are very many young people who would love to have their company registered. How long does registration of a company take, or how long did it take you people to register Siha now?
So first of all, the first registration that we did was we registered Siha as a business name at first. And I think it took us for about 2 to 3 weeks. For us to wait for that process to finalize. And after a few months, that's when now we decided to have Siha as a limited company. So it almost took us about a month. A month.
About a month.
To have able to wait. Yes.
Are there any costs you people paid? How is the process like?
Yes. There's a cost we incurred. We for the business name registration was $950. And for company registration was 10,650.
So
that's the cost we incurred.
That's the cost that you people incurred, and that's relative also as well to other organizations or companies.
Pardon?
That's the cost that you people incurred, and I want to really assume that that is the price as far as registration is concerned.
Yes.
Right. And of course, you can watch that full interview on our social media pages on YouTube, CoELIB TV, and on Facebook, CoELIB TV. And that story from Siha Organic Groceries brings us to another very short breather here on News on Friday. When we come back, we have sports. Don't go too far. Or you can log on to cafe.coelib.org to order something as we go on this very, very short commercial break. We'll be back in a few.
We are CoELIB TV. This is News on Friday.
Welcome back. This is News on Friday, each and every Friday, of course, here on CoELIB TV. Do subscribe to this channel, do turn on notification, do share with your friends as well. Of course, we are live from the CoELIB TV Center studios at Egerton University, Kenya. Listen to CoELIB Radio as well by downloading the CoELIB Radio app that is now available for free. You don't need to pay any subscription fee. Just download the app for free on Google Play Store. Let us continue with the broadcast. We're moving to the bowler's profile this week. Sports is here. This week on Bowlers Profile, we look at Harambee Starlets and Gospel FC midfielder General Vivian Corazon. Corazon started playing football at Nairobi's Makongeni-based side Master Babes in 2007. At the age of 9, Makongeni High School in Nairobi enrolled Corazon for her secondary education in 2012. She played for the school's football team until she left in 2013. In 2013, Corazon joined Olympic High School, of course, where she played for some time. She even captained the team and was part of the team that won the 2013 national crown. And of course, she also participated in the East Africa School Games. And in 2014, Corazon was the captain of the Kenya women's national team under 17, which was coached by Kadualo. She now represents Kenya at the senior levels and has 4 goals to her name. She draws inspiration from Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne, and her dream is to one day captain Harambee Starlets at a world tournament.
Kwetu tuko watoto 9 lakini mmoja alipass, so tumebaki 8. Then kwetu siwezi complain kuhusu support kutoka kwa familia. Moso mamangu na mzae wamekuwa big support kwangu kwa jani yangu ya ball sana. Madhangu ndiye alikuwa anacheza ball. Alichezea Makolandas. I think before ikianza, hiyo ni kitambo sana. Ikianza so I think maybe I take from her. Inherit.
And of course, that story from De Bruyne Adhiambo brings us to the end of this week's episode of News on Friday. Of course, all the best to her and any other girl who is dreaming to, of course, play internationally, or rather in Europe. You can achieve it. Before I leave, though, in 1567, the man said to have the longest beard in the world died while he tripped over his beard running away from fire. So listen, break up with your therapist, not your barber. See you on the next one. You can download the CoELIB Radio app on Google Play Store right now. Listen to me each and every day from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the biggest breakfast in the world. Of course, CoELIB Breakfast. You can listen to Roxana Gishia and Eunice Uri as well on the Nutrition Mantra from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. alongside Katuyu. Listen to Bill Odhiambo, aka Mtoto Wanjiku, alongside Gift Masaka, and Koyo, aka Rashford, on the CoELIB Drive. Listen to Brenda Viola on the Anthems each and every Saturday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm the Once Amazing, always amazing, and whatever you do this week, just be amazing. See you on the next one.
CoELIB TV, empowering the youth.